and using SAP's funds to pay for it. These senior members were charged with fraud, and Phahlane failed to institute disciplinary proceedings against these members. The report accordingly found that record-keeping of financial documents was incomplete and not conducive to proper control. The number of outstanding delivery notes was concerning, where SAP's registers can't prove that delivery in fact took place, and thus the payment should be regarded as losses and requires investigation in terms of the PFMA and Treasury regulations. The drastic escalation of expenditure on chemicals from the supplier is a concern, and the marked increase happened before the expiry of the contract named RT152-2009. The quality of chemicals and canisters by the supplier is questionable. A needs assessment done by Brigadier Diko did not comply with prescripts of Standing Order for Stores 2 demand management. The procedure whereby a supplier, after delivery to the CRC, retrieve items from the CRC to distribute creates risks. The supplier benefited from VAT, including prices, but was not registered for VAT and never paid VAT over to SARS. And there may possibly have been collusion between crime tech and criminalistic with respect to certain contracts. The report further recommended, amongst other things, that a detailed audit with respect to outstanding delivery notes, followed by referral where applicable, for investigation in terms of the PFMA and Treasury regulations. Losses as a result of chemicals expiring because they were overstocked and overpaid was to be investigated in terms of the PFMA and Treasury regulations. The reporting of VAT irregularities to SARS for investigation, and finally the reporting of possible criminalistic crime tech labs collusion to National Treasury for investigation. The DA will be submitting the full report to the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, so the IPID, and will request that they extend their current investigation to the entirety of Phahlane's career in the SAPS. We will also demand that this report is discussed in the Portfolio Committee on Police and that Phahlane be summoned to account for himself and these disturbing allegations that have surfaced during his tenure. In particular, the committee must ascertain whether the recommendations of the report have been fully adhered to. This regrettably places another cloud of suspicion over the office of the National Police Commissioner. Instead of focusing on fighting crime and keeping our communities safe, the SAP's leadership are embroiled in allegations once again and investigations. It is a damning indictment on the President of the Republic, Jacob Zuma, and the Minister of Police, Nathi Nhleko, that they are incapable of making sound appointments in the senior leadership of SAPS. They are letting down the thousands of South Africans who are victims of crime each year. And that is why the DA is more determined than ever to end the rot in the SAPS and to ensure that we have the best possible team to lead the fight against crime. Dealing with this report is a first step towards achieving this. Thanks for your audience.